What's up, party people? It's your boy Pan1cKnife here with theawfulgamer.com. I'm bringing you a little bit of something different today. I know that nobody's seen this, the Battlefield 3 open beta, which opened to everybody, including jagoffs like me who didn't buy Medal of Honor. Okay, well, I guess the joke's on you fools. Who bought Medal of Honor? Really? Tell me in the comments if you bought Medal of Honor, because you should get something, because quite frankly it's the worst game on the planet. But the one thing you did get was early access to this beta, which means you got 2 days up on me in terms of posting YouTube videos about it. But nonetheless, I figured I'd take a little bit of a break from Gears of War 3 and bring you some footage of the Battlefield 3 open beta. And on Xbox, the map you get is Operation Metro. I'm not really sure if you get a different one on PS3 or not. But yeah, on Xbox 360 it's Operation Metro and we're playing Rush. So I cut out a death there. You're gonna watch me die repeatedly because I f***ing suck at this game. My aim is completely awful, and there's nothing I can do about it because I suck at video games. But nonetheless, my first impressions of this is, quite frankly, it's a lot different than Battlefield Bad Company 2. I was not expecting... Actually, you know what? I don't even know what I was expecting on the console. On the PC, I can imagine this game being a more fast-twitch Call of Duty type game, but I was thinking on the Xbox it was going to feel a lot more like Bad Company 2. It's sort of like that, but the way you can use cover in this game, which is really the important thing I wanted to stress for you awful gamers out there, is really impressive. If you look at me right here, I'm actually pretty well behind cover, as you can see the little concrete barrier I'm behind. And pulse firing obviously very important in this game, because if you check, the f***ing guns kick like a mule. If you watch, you'll see right here. Watch my gun just go up all around there. Yeah, that was a pretty smooth kill. This guy probably thought, oh, this guy sniped me. Sniper knife. Not at all. It's called spray and pray knife, and I prayed hard enough to get a. Oh, look at that! I didn't even see that when it was happening. I apparently had the ability to res that guy because it said hold X, but I guess you win some, you lose some. But yeah, so I'm playing this this open beta, and I've noticed a couple things. One is that the lag it's present. I know that this is a stress test. Obviously, it's not going to have quite as many people. Well, actually, it might have more people on launch day. But the reason that they're doing this is obviously to stress test their servers. For better or worse, there's some major issues with lag at times. I know that when I was in game chat versus party chat, as you can hear, Tag Nation founder MsMaggieJane in the background, but when I was in game chat rather than party chat, the chat clipped like nobody's business. I couldn't really handle listening to people because, quite frankly, they're breaking up half the time, and it didn't make any sense what they're saying. So that's one issue. The second is that there are some major graphical glitches, possibly due to the fact that there's so much stuff going on. I'm really hoping, and actually you can notice that the third glitch right here, you can't really hear any sound. Not really sure why, as I scoop in and get the MCOM station there. There's sound glitches, there's graphical glitches. I know that a couple times I spawned in and my screen was all blue, as if you were having like a blue flashlight shined on you, which kind of sucked. It wouldn't go away, I think, until you hit the pause menu and came back out. As that guy runs right past me, and he gets me. Don't worry. Yeah, as you can see there. So yeah, there's a glitch with that. There's a glitch with aiming down the sight. I know I had one time where I shot a couple times and reloaded real quick and moved away, and all of a sudden my reticle, or I couldn't aim down the sight. I had to switch guns and switch back. As I looked at my own teammate there. I was able to finally get it to fix itself, and that's a kind of a common theme, but I would hope that's not the final product. I'm hoping that this is an old build of the game, because quite frankly, the game's only like less than a month from launch. You'd think it's gold by now. You'd think that they're not getting so many glitches, but it would make sense if this is the version of the game that we had when at E3. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we get the E3, that this is the E3 version, the older build, where we can you know, expect a few glitches and whatnot, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, so the feel of the game is completely different, and that really brings into the strategy. You can move quite quickly, and you can jump behind cover, whereas in Battlefield Bad Company 2, cover was sort of a, you know, it's a thing, but it's not really practical at times, I guess. You can kind of crouch behind stuff, but it's pretty easy to see you. If you move up methodically, at least on this rush map, you're pretty successful. You can, you know, duck behind cover really quickly, dive back down. The fact that they added prone to the game is huge. You wouldn't really guess how much of a difference it makes that you're able to go prone, because if somebody starts shooting at you, you drop to prone as I shoot at my teammate, and then he gives me. Hey, look at this guy. This is a really ice cold MFer, because he's looking at me. He's like, no big deal. My buddy just shot me in the frickin' face. But you know what? That means that he doesn't have full ammo. Here you go. Good times. But yeah, the fact that if you're getting shot at, you can drop to prone real quick, and that puts you under some sort of cover. It allows you to avoid some of those random deaths that you might get otherwise. Here's a good example of me ducking behind cover, because you're able to change levels so easily. That helps quite a bit. Now, one of the gameplay aspects that's kind of annoying for a person like me is that the controls don't seem quite as fluid as a game like Call of Duty. Now, fluidity is something that's a feel thing. I don't know why I'm staring at a train car right here. But look at this cover, by the way. If you're in the second the second MCOM stations, when you get onto the tracks and look out, it's insane cover. If you crouch it as well, oh my god, they can't see you at all. As I get stabbed by my teammate and walking in, defend the MCOM stations, all that good stuff. Now, I was able to get up here mostly through methodical movement. I didn't get killed, I didn't, you know, run afoul amongst my teammates, that sort of thing, and I supported, and we were able to take down the station. We had 3 guys in that room. Money. But yeah, so the fact that you're able to move up and slowly get behind cover is great, but like I said, as you can see, the controls are a little bit jerky, and it's possible that some of that has to do with the sensitivity that I have that I'm playing at, and I'm going to adjust that. I'm going to play around with it, see if it helps if I change my sensitivity. But, you know, it's not as fluid as a Call of Duty, where you can, if you're shooting at a guy, and all of a sudden, you know, you realize he moved or whatever, especially because there's a lot of jumping behind cover in this one. It's not as easy to go back, and I don't know how I missed those X's to revive people, but anyway. It's not as easy to get back on target quickly. So pulse firing is especially key. As you see me miss completely there, I think I got 1 hit marker on him, and then he ran away around the corner. But pulse firing becomes even more important due to that fact, and so does the you know, understanding that you're off target and re-aiming. That's a pretty important thing. Look, I know I'm a tard when it comes to shooting. I can't hit the broadside of the barn half the time, but positioning, as I can fire the f*** out of that guy. He's bitter. He's running around the corners like I normally do. But you need to watch theawfulgamer.com. Woo! I just insulted him by insulting my own website. I want to point that out, but, you know, what are you going to do? But yeah, so basically, you know, the fact that you have to readjust off of each shot and don't, you know, try to walk the bullets into the guy is a huge adjustment for me. Because as you've seen some of my videos, including my dog's video on Black Ops, you know, I like to... That's pretty funny. I don't know if you could hear that. MsMaggieJane's yelling, backdoor, backdoor! Oh, don't worry, I got him, as I drop dead. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, in Black Ops, I sometimes walk the trigger into the guy. That does not work at all in this. It's something you got to adjust to, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Especially because 2 really good bursts on your M16, especially because I'm running the assault class, assault/medic. 2 good bursts with the M16 will take a guy down. So, despite the fact that you can't walk your bullets into the guy, it's not like Bad Company 2, where you have to unload like a clip and a half into a guy to kill him. I swear, sometimes Battlefield Bad Company 2 felt like it was Halo in terms of how many bullets you had to put in the guy. This one's a lot different. You go down quicker, you get kills quicker, but you know, it's a feel thing. It's a matter of, oh my god, that's so bad. It's so bad. I shot to his left, to his right. It's partially just the recoil of the gun too, but oh my god, pulse fire, people, pulse fire. As I unrealistically jump off of a ledge and come down here, I'm working my way towards. I think it's B. Yeah, it's Bravo here. I'm watching to see if, because they're spawning behind Bravo. I'm watching to see if anybody can spot me if I'm getting shot at. That's the example of pulse firing there. You know, I didn't. Obviously, you saw how quickly my gun jumped north there, which sucks, but I get there to the MCOM station, plant again, because I'm a team player. Team player knife. Team player knife here is going to spot up over here. Maggie spawns in on me, which is pretty critical as well. You can actually get points in this game for people spawning in on you, so stay alive. Pro tip. See this guy's coming down here. Guy goes for the disarm, and my good placement, even though I had bad shooting. Again, that's another case of me holding the trigger down and the recoil killing me. Something I'm going to have to get used to, and something you'll have to get used to. But my good placement is what got me that kill. It had nothing to do with the fact that I'm a good shooter. And I think that's something that people are going to get used to in this game. It's going to be a situation where you're starting to get kills mostly off of where you're positioning yourself, where you're, you know, what you're doing with your movement and that sort of thing. Coming up on guys from behind, you know, making them walk into your bullets. Oh, that was such an awful shot there, but what are you going to do? Working through a building. But yeah, you know, if you're, especially on this map, there's a lot of places for cover. It really makes it feel a lot different than Modern Warfare or Black Ops. You don't have, you know, just one or two pieces of cover. There's cover all over the place, which is great. Now I went 13 to 15 in this round, which is certainly not good, but not bad. I'm in second place on my team because I had 3 frickin' destroys. That's what I'm talking about, people. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you guys go on there and download the Battlefield 3 open beta. I'll be playing it the next couple days, and I hope you guys are too. Just add me on Xbox Live, Pan1cKnife, Pan1cKnife. Anyway, with theawfulgamer.com, this is Pan1cKnife. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great night.